Hi, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. It's been a good sports day, I guess. You probably, I don't know if you know this or not. Of course, many of you do. I'm a big Serena Williams fan, right? And so the U.S. Open did not go my way. Right now, my UK Wildcats are playing Florida, down in Florida. We've lost to Florida 31 years in a row, I think. But right now we're ahead. So I don't know. We'll see how this day turns out for me sports wise. But I don't know. You can never think we're actually going to win against Florida until we actually do. Because, oh man, has that been a long time. Okay, so we've got several things we're going to break tonight. It will be an autographed Gold Rush baseball jersey, a half case of Gold Rush autographed mini football helmets, a couple more boxes of 2007 Upper Deck, and a full case of 2011 Crown Royal. Before we get to that, there's a little information to go over, and we're going to start with what you see on the screen here. This is a break that I'm working on selling directly by way of chat and messages. It's a random team break for a box of 2017 Leaf Greatest Hits Baseball. I'm adding in as a break bonus an autographed Ahmed Rosario baseball bat that'll be given out to one team by way of random. It's $50 a spot, but here's the thing. You're going to get 2 teams with each of those spots. So we've got 15 spots to sell. There are 4 filled. I know a few of you have expressed interest in it, but I don't think anybody else has completely committed to it yet. So if you're interested in filling up one of those spots, please send me a message over on eBay. I would love to get this break done here in the next few days if we can get that worked out. And we're talking here a little bit about feedback, and that is just to let you know that I automated my feedback a long time ago, actually, on eBay. And that means that you don't ever have to wait on me. One of the few things in life you don't have to wait on, right? So as soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. Second thing you see there, and by far the most important thing, is I want to say thank you, because I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and hangs out and chats with me and keeps me apprised of scores and all kinds of other interesting facts throughout the evening. We're taking a glance right now at things that are already listed on eBay. These are the auctions that are going to be ending over the next 5 days. So tomorrow night we've got an autographed baseball bat, a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures football, and we're going to open a second full case of Absolute football, which of course just came out yesterday. On Monday, we'll open a triple play baseball box with 3 autographed items in it. We're going to try a 4th and goal football box for the first time. That also has autographed items in it, but it has 4. It has a full-size football helmet, a mini helmet, a jersey, and a picture, all autographed in it. So we'll give it a shot and see how we feel about it. We will, after that, open a full case of Leaf History of Baseball Cut Signatures. I decided to list that by first letter of last name. So Ty Cobb would be C, Mickey Mantle would be M, etc. There are names like that, exactly those names, I believe, and more in that particular product. So if you're not familiar with it, check out the marketing materials. It's a pretty cool little product. We will open a half case of Luminaries Baseball and my 5th and final case of Origins Football, all on Monday night. Tuesday, we'll open another Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey, another half case of our Leaf autographed football jerseys. The back half of the Luminaries Baseball that we started on Monday, we will finish on Tuesday, and we will open a 3rd case of Absolute. On Wednesday, it will be a Series 33 autographed full-size helmet. Guess what comes out Wednesday? Spectra football. So excited. So we'll open, of course, a case of that on Wednesday night. And Bowman High Tech Baseball also comes out Wednesday. We'll bust into that Wednesday night, too. Thursday night will be another Gold Rush autographed jersey, a 2nd case of Spectra, and we will open a 6th and final case of Chronicles Baseball. So that's what the days ahead look like for tonight. This is the order that we're breaking in. It's going to be the autographed baseball jersey, then the Series 3 autographed mini helmet half case break, then Upper Deck Premier, then the Crown Royal case break. A couple of other things to note on this page. If you're in one of those first 3 breaks, the free shipping breaks, which is the jersey, the mini helmet, and the 2007 Upper Deck break, I'm projecting those to ship out approximately Friday the 14th. I always project those out 6 or 7 days after an auction ends. A lot of times, guys, I can get that out to you sooner than that. But I'm going to project it there. If you see it ship sooner, just be pleasantly surprised. Our paid shipping break tonight, that's Crown Royal football. I'm projecting to get out the door on or before Wednesday. As always, if I can get that one out to you faster, I will. And then the final piece of information that you need to know on this page deals with consolation cards. If you are in one of the free shipping breaks and you get skunked, your team is not pulled, then your consolation card, which can be from any year in any series, normally I'm just going to hang on to it. And then the next time you do pull something, a card or an item, I will just gather up all the consolation cards that you are due and I'll send them out at one time. That's usually how I do with the free shipping breaks. And I do keep track of that for rolling 90 days. If you don't want to wait to have it go out with your next package, send me a message on eBay. I will hook you up. We'll get it out right away in an envelope with a stamp. Our paid shipping break, which is Crown Royal, if you were to get skunked in that, I doubt anybody will, but you never know. So if somebody were to get skunked in there and not pull a single card, your consolation card would ship with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break. First up tonight is our Gold Rush autograph baseball jersey. This is break number 18. Everything that we are opening tonight ended tonight, Saturday night, the 8th of September. And of course, you've got the team names there on the left. Our winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. I had one team not sell. I know that Ruben asked me about that, if I had any unsold teams. And Ruben, I haven't looked in chat yet, but Ruben, if you're on tonight, I am sorry I did not have a chance to get back to you with that. Man, I was cutting it really close getting everything finished up tonight, and I just ran out of time to get back to you and let you know about that, so I apologize. That was the only unsold thing for tonight, though, by the way. Right there, you might have noticed that the background went out of focus a little bit, and I did that on purpose. I don't like using autofocus. It makes me crazy with all the zooming in and out, so I just kind of manually set the focus. So in chat tonight, we have Second Chance Ruben. And Ruben, you've changed your YouTube name to say Second Chance Ruben. I love that, man. For those of you who don't know, Ruben has often stepped up to the plate when we have bidders who buy and don't pay, or we have unsold teams and things like that. Ruben will often jump in and pick those up and keep the break moving along for us. So we thank him for that always. Jay Allen is here. Ironhead is here. Christian Antique Cassidy. And Ruben says, imagine that. You don't have to wait. Imagine not having to wait on a woman. I'm thinking you're talking back when I was talking about the feedback. That's pretty funny. Jerry is here. Greg is here. And Pat. Looks like Pat's here too. So, okay, who have we here? This looks like a Royal. Oh, it is. Oh, I was like, this looks like the Kansas City Royals. It's Bo Jackson. Oh, I love pulling Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson is one of my favorite things to pull in both football and baseball. So here is a nice Bo Jackson autographed jersey. It has a JSA authentication sticker and a matching JSA authentication card. Of course, these are custom. There's no little logo man on this one, but that's a great hit for the Kansas City Royals. You know, Gold Rush doesn't put these in those plastic bags like some of the brands do. So I usually just wrap it up in that kind of red tissue paper that comes in the box with it. And I will tuck that little card inside the jersey. So please make sure you find that before you toss out all of your packing in case it slides around and goes somewhere. Okay, so. All right, and Pat said you were down to the wire to get the Vikings in Crown Royal tonight. And Darren, you hit the Bo Jackson tonight? Oh, that's awesome. Darren says that is his favorite player, and he's been trying forever to hit it. Well, Darren, I'm glad we hit that for you then. I'm glad that's the one I picked up off the pile tonight. So, you know, I've got a little stack of those in there, and it's always kind of luck of the draw, not only what's in the jersey, but, you know, there's the added factor of which one am I going to grab on any given night. So it's kind of a double random, right? But it worked out well for you tonight, so congrats. If you did not see this a moment ago, please take a minute and review the information there in regard to both your shipping date and consolation cards. It applies to all of our breaks tonight. We are next rolling into a half case of 2018 Gold Rush Series 3 autograph mini football helmets. This is a half case break. It is break number 26. Now, that means the 26th time that we have opened a 2018 Gold Rush mini helmet. They haven't all been Series 3 because that just came out. But I found it was really confusing if we were trying to do like number 1 of Series 1 and number 1 of Series 2 and number 1 of Series 3, etc. So we just keep rolling as long as it's 2018. We just keep adding to that number. And of course, it is the same format with the team names on one side. And if you're the winning bidder, your name is up in lights across from your team on the opposite side. So our mini helmets are the back half of a case that we already started the other night. So these are going to be easy. We don't have to put them into random and number them and all that because you know what? They're already numbered because this is the leftover half of the case. Not that it's not going to be good. It's not leftover like leftover bad. It's just that we used random.org to determine for us which ones got opened first. Christian says you've got the Saints. Nicholas is here. Hi, Nicholas. And Darren, you're so happy about your jersey. I'm really glad to hear that. I get excited when you guys are happy to have things too. That makes me feel good. So congratulations to you. This is Mr. Warren Moon. And of course, you know what? You probably know the drill on this by now, but it is a Houston Oiler, which is not at all the same as a Houston Texan, okay? So items and cards always stay with their franchise. There's a whole big section about that at the bottom of my listing down there in the special circumstances section. But basically, Houston Oilers became the Tennessee Oilers, became the current Tennessee Titans. This goes to the Titans. JSA authentication sticker and the card inside. So the Houston Texans, for those of you who don't know, although I imagine most of you do, the Houston Texans, of course, are a franchise expansion or an expansion franchise, however you want to say it. Anyway, completely different franchise than the original Houston Oilers. So, all right, Jerry's looking for some Eagles and some Redskins mojo. And right now what I have is some Packers mojo. It's looking a little bit like Paul Hornung to me. What do you think? JSA authenticated again, sticker on the back, card tucked inside, and indeed it is Mr. Paul Hornung. So we are Green Bay Packers and Tennessee Titans out so far tonight with our mini helmets. If I can manage to do this without... It's so awkward for me to cut them like this, but... I don't know, ever since the one person complained about me cutting them from the top because it was slightly out of the view of the camera, I've tried to do better. Ricky Williams, we've pulled this one a bunch. It is on a collegiate helmet, but it's going to go to the Dolphins because Ricky Williams played most of his seasons at the Dolphins. And once again, that is more information that you can find down there in that special circumstances area of my listing description that talks about how we do things if they're, you know, collegiate logos and such. Okay, next out we have a Texan of some sort. Who's it gonna be? Oh, I don't really totally recognize that signature. We're gonna flip that over. JSA authenticated both places, and it is Will Fuller for the Texans. Rookie from, what, 2016? Was he a rookie in 16? I think that's right. Could have been 15. I think he was 16 now. I think Will Fuller was a rookie in 16. Isn't that awful how quickly I forget what rookie class some of these guys go to? Oh, Darren, you had the Dolphins tonight too. You are having a good night, my friend. The Falcons are about to have a good night. And there's your signature for Calvin Ridley, baby. Oh, yes, that is a current year rookie. There is your JSA authentication front, your JSA authentication sticker on the back. And Mr. Calvin Ridley, I'm looking for some big things from Calvin Ridley. So we'll see whether or not he delivers, but I think he might be good. So we'll find out soon enough, I guess. But the Falcons with a nice Calvin Ridley autographed mini helmet. Oh, Christian, I don't know who had the Packers tonight. So you would have to deal directly with the Packers folks to see if they wanted to trade or sell that helmet. I honestly don't remember who had the Packers in here, to tell you the truth. And Ginger's here. I didn't even see you, Ginger. Hey, Ginger, how did I miss you a minute ago? I didn't see you jump into chat. That is Coach somebody or another. Coach Herman Boone. Oh, man, you know I'm going to have to look that up. And I know, I'm sure there's like a million people going, you should know that, but okay, I don't. I'm being honest about it. I don't know, but I'm looking it up. And I can't see chat right at this second while I'm looking it up. So for everybody who's in there probably telling me who this is, just hang tight. I'll be back with you in a minute. Herman Boone, where are you, buddy? Oh, boy, this ought to be interesting. So he was a high school football coach. Did he ever coach the... Oh, he was the guy from the Remember the Titans film. Oh, I did not know that. How did I not know that? I don't know. See, that's why all you guys were in there screaming, yeah, I'm sure. Like 100 of you probably said that. Yeah, okay, I got it now, but I didn't. Okay, so he didn't coach in the NFL. He coached high school football. So Coach Herman Boone here is going to end up going to random. And everybody's going to have a shot at that one. So I will bring you along with me. Many of you, probably most of you know the drill, but here's how it's going to work. I'm going to copy all of our team names from the spreadsheet here. And then I will bring you along with me again, and we're going to head over to random.org, whereby I'm going to paste all of these into random, and I'll scroll through them so that you'll be able to see that all of our 32 teams did get pasted in there as they should be. I will hit random one single time. At the end of that, after we look and see what comes up after randomize, whoever is here in the little number 1 position is going to take home this Coach Herman Boone helmet. So here we go. It is going to the Cleveland Browns bidding position. Okay, so that is this little helmet right there. I'm trying to show you the signature. It doesn't come through great, but there it is. And once again, JSA authenticated. Coach Herman Boone going to the Browns. And bear with me a second here, guys, because I'm going to write this on the top of this box before I put it away so that I will remember where it goes. And I won't have to go back and watch this later. We're going to make this easy, right? This is Calvin Ridley for the Falcons. I think I'll just label all the boxes while I'm at it. Aren't I special? There is, yeah, sorry, it is Saturday. You know, Saturday Night Live, way back. You have to throw way back. Well, isn't that special? That was Ricky Williams for the Dolphins, along with a very bad impersonation of Dana Carvey doing the church lady from way back, Saturday Night Live. This is the Houston Texans. It is Will Fuller. Okay, Green Bay Packers in the house with Paul Hornung. We got one more to label up, and then I have to move all these boxes kind of out of our way. Warren Moon headed to the Tennessee Titans. And that is our mini helmet break. So give me a half a second here to get these out of the way, and then we're going to roll right on into some Upper Deck Premier. Okie dokie. I love opening the memorabilia. That's so much fun. All right, let me get myself back together here in the groove. We have to get the spreadsheet back on the right page, don't we? That might be helpful. So, Here it comes. So there you go once again, guys. Probably you saw this, but projecting the free shipping breaks out on or before Friday. Projecting the paid shipping break of Crown Royal out on or before Wednesday. All the info about consolation cards you probably heard me say earlier. It's also written there at the top, and you can find it in the listing description as well. We are heading into 2 boxes of 2007 Upper Deck Premier Football. This is break number 12. The last 2-box break of this we did was phenomenal, just by the way. Yeah, so here's hoping that tonight has as good a results as the last one did. It's pretty good stuff. So Ruben says whoever won the Coach Herman Boone, if they want to sell it, that he is willing to buy it. So if there is anyone interested in, whoever had the Browns in that mini helmet break, if you're interested in selling it, second chance Ruben wants to buy it. Joshua, I am assuming, sir, that you saw the recap a second ago on the mini helmets, so you probably know by now there were no Detroit Lions in there. Ginger, you have got a Titans room. A whole room, man. Okay, so Warren Moon is going to a good home then. I like that. Ah, second chance, Ruben. You you recognized the church lady. Yeah, that tells us, you know, that does probably identify you and I of being as a certain age, doesn't it, Ruben? But, like, nonetheless, church lady, Dana Carvey, like, classic SNL. How are you going to get around it? You're not. Somehow or another, I just lost chat. What did I do? Oh, I hit something. Now it's back. Whew. Okay. I'm like, oh no. Getting a little concerned there, but I've got it back under control. So, of course, as you saw, each box has a pack in it, and these are mostly hits in here. There's a handful of base cards at the top, and there will be a couple of manufactured relics in here as well, but for the most part, it's largely hits in Upper Deck Premier anyway. So J. Ellen types it in too. Isn't that special? Okay, so we have numbered to 225 Lindell White and the Titans. Here comes a hit out, and this is Jason Campbell for the Redskins, numbered to 99. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. I thought that you were just based on where you had typed in the chat. I thought that you had probably jumped in time to see the recap. So I must have mistimed that. So sorry about that. But there were not any Lions this time, I'm afraid. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we have Kenneth Darby, and that is numbered to 75. Next out, it's Steve Smith for the Giants. Definitely you can see some chipping and wear, particularly on that right-hand side edge and corners. That is numbered to 175 with your relic and autograph hit. And then we have a Dolphin. That is Jason Taylor. Oh, I used to love Jason Taylor. That is numbered to 30. I mean, like, I'm not necessarily a Dolphins fan per se, but I always like Jason Taylor. It's kind of how I am with football. Love my Steelers. Outside of that, I often just like individual players in particular. Well, I'm having some kind of a, look at this. My sleeves have been mating or something. There's one tucked inside of the other one. I don't know what happened there. Okay, we have an Arizona Cardinal, and it is Edgerrin James. That is numbered to 99. Gosh, you forget about Edgerrin James being a Cardinal, don't you? Manufactured patch for Michael Bush and the Raiders to 75. Ginger, you're looking for Watt in Crown Royal, huh? Well, we'll see if we can't manage to conjure that up for you. Numbered to 225, it's Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. Oh, we have a redemption. We have to try to read this dumb thing. Oh, boy, what does that say? Okay, hang on. I've got to get this up closer to my face. I think it says Peyton Manning. It does say Peyton Manning. It definitely says Peyton Manning. Now the question, well, it doesn't matter because we know it's going to go to the Colts. But I'm trying to see what the rest of it says. Premier Football, Premier Remnants, something, Peyton Manning. So we know it's a Colt. We know it's Peyton Manning. Here's what you need to know about it. Upper Deck long ago stopped doing anything redemption-wise. I mean, they haven't had a licensed contract with NFL in forever and ever. But what you can do is send this in to Upper Deck, and they do drawings. They take all these expired redemptions, and they will do a big drawing, and you'll be entered for a chance to, pull out another card. Stanglover can tell us more about that. I don't think he's in any of the breaks tonight. But the last time that we had a redemption out of here, which was kind of recently, he sent me all of the address and information about where you send it and everything. So if you have the Colts tonight and you need that information, let me know and I'll dig it out of my email, okay? Number to 75 for the Dolphins, it is Lorenzo Booker. Second chance, Ruben said no sleeve mating. I know. I should be careful with that sort of thing, shouldn't I? Okay, next up we have for the Bengals to 125. That is Kenny Irons autograph and relic. But yeah, Jay Allen, I could actually read it. I just had to get it up close. A lot of you probably know this, but a few of you may not. I had several years ago some eye surgery, and it went really, really wrong. And as a result, one of my eyes, I can only see probably about, I would say 3 or 4 inches from my face. And the other eye things have to be about 3 or 4 feet away for me to see it very well. This is Jason Taylor, Champ Bailey, and Sean Merriman. It is Dolphins, Broncos, and Chargers on here. So that one will end up going to random unless someone owns 2 of the 3 teams, which would be 51% or more, and then they would take it outright. For the Cardinals, it is Edgerrin James again, that one to 75. And then finally a manufactured patch for Antonio Pittman and the Saints to 75. So, yeah, so that's the deal, Jay Allen. I either have to get it really, really close so that the one eye can see it, or I can't get it far enough away in this setting for the other eye to see it. So sometimes I have to get it out of, I have to just get it up close enough where I can see it. Because this kind of middle range is not easy for me sometimes. Okay, so we are looking at the Dolphins, the Broncos, and the Chargers. We're going to go to the spreadsheet and see if someone happens to be lucky enough to own 2 of the 3. And if they do, they're going to take that outright. If they don't, we will go to random and enter those 3 teams as you see them on the card from left to right. So the Dolphins, Ryan. The Broncos, where are my Broncos? Looking for Turkey. And then my Chargers down here, Johnny Frank. So it looks like we are 3 different bidders, and we're back to random, back in the saddle again, so to speak. So it will be entered as Dolphins, Broncos, Chargers in that order. I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times do not count. Whoops. Broncos, and who did I say there were? Chargers. I already forgotten. That's terrible. Okay, so the first 2 don't count. The third one makes the decision. So good luck, everyone. Here we go. So you can ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here comes the third and final. There you see 3 times our date and time stamp, and it is headed to the Chargers bidding position. So that is this triple relic right here, headed off to the Chargers. I'm just going to circle that so that I know for later. That is, of course, on the sleeve. I didn't circle directly on the card or anything. Okay, so triple relic to the Chargers by way of random. And we have the Cardinals, the Bengals, the Dolphins. Cardinals again, the Dolphins again, the Giants with Steve Smith, and this was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Redskins, the Saints, the Peyton Manning for the Colts, which you guys can probably make it out on there too, because if I was able to make it out with my poor eyesight, I know you guys can too. And then finally, Michael Bush for the Raiders. Now, you said, what does this say? Pat says if you contact Upper Deck Online, they can also just email you that raffle information, the stuff I said I had in my email. Apparently, you can just email Upper Deck and get it directly from them as well. And Pat, you won one of the Upper Deck raffles from Expired Redemptions, and you got a Julio Jones Sweet Spot Rookie Alabama Helmet autograph card to 99. That's nice. And Nicholas says you just got an email from Upper Deck about a redemption you put in last year. They're closing out all outstanding football redemptions, and they want preferences by September 30th. Uh-oh. Well, I had some I needed to mail in of my own, which I didn't do, and it sounds like it might be too late now. So I might just be out of luck if they're going to not be doing the raffle anymore or anything. That kind of is not fun. Oh, well, what are you going to do, I guess? We just have to roll on along, but it hurts when they're Peyton Manning. I mean, that hurts, you know. That's nobody likes to have a big hit like that turn up as a random instead of being live in the product. All right, kids, we are headed into our last break of the night, but it'll take us a little while, so we're not going anywhere quite yet. It is a full case of 2011 Crown Royal. Once again, anticipating the Crown Royal paid shipping break to ship on or before Wednesday. All of the free shipping breaks, the ones that have been completed up to this point, I am projecting to ship on or before Friday the 14th, which is next Friday, a week from yesterday. And, of course, consolation cards. If your team was not pulled and you didn't get an item, or if you were in a card break, you didn't even get a base card, you are entitled to a consolation card. Can be from any year in any series. If you're in one of the free shipping breaks, I tend to hold on to those and send them to you the next time you have a hit. I do track it for a rolling 90-day period. If that happens to you in a paid shipping break, it will, anything you're due consolation will just go out with the rest of the break. Also ended tonight, Saturday night, the 8th. Here is our lineup for the 2011 Crown Royal case break. We've opened 2011 Crown not too awfully long ago, earlier this year anyway, I think. But we did it by the half case when we did it the first time. And I just kind of thought, you know what, that's not enough. Half case, you just feel like you're getting started on a half case of Crown Royal. Because there's not a ton of cards in each box, but there are a lot of hits. There's one hit per pack, and then there are 4 packs per box. So we're going to end up with 48 hits out of this case before it's all said and done. And, of course, the opportunities to pull some amazing rookies out of 2011. It's always nice to be able to go back in the hindsight breaks, right? When you do kind of these throwback breaks, because by now we know where the value is, and it makes it a lot easier than when you're bidding on current year rookies and we're just guessing. So, Jay Allen said it's a miracle that you won the random. Millhouse Miller, you said your name is not showing. Oh, now you said you saw it. Okay, all right, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have that mixed up on there. Every once in a while, I will forget to clear the clipboard, and I'll paste in, the wrong name, like something I had been pasting somewhere else. I'll forget to clear it and paste it in the wrong spot. Doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while it does. And if that ever happens, please jump into chat and tell me, and I'll fix it on that spreadsheet. But also, always know I do not ship from the spreadsheet. So it would never, even if I mess it up and paste the wrong thing in there, it would never be in any danger of shipping incorrectly as a result of that, because I ship directly from eBay invoices. So Crown Royal, I love Crown Royal. It's just I wish that they had kept it as a hobby product, but they took it retail only starting in 2016. So it's been 2 years now. 2015, yeah, was the last season that we had Crown Royal as a hobby product. So maybe they'll bring it back our way one of these days. Knights of the Gridiron die cut Mayo. Our relic first out is Dan Marino for the Dolphins. And it's game worn. I always love when they're game worn. It's numbered to 299. So the Dolphins coming out with a little Dan Marino love there. Loads of inserts, of course, in here. This one is Living Legends Jack Lambert for my Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's a bunch of, we'll find a bunch that are just royalty like that. And then, of course, our very familiar die-cut crown cards. That one's going to be numbered, and it is numbered to 100. Oh, man, I had forgotten about LeGarrette Blount being a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Wow. Am I like the only one that forgot about that? Maybe, but I had. And here we have an autograph out for the Panthers. That is, I don't know who that is, Pilares maybe, to 499. It's a whole new set of names I can butcher. Are you all excited about that? If you haven't broken with me before, one thing you're going to learn is that I have a terrible track record with name pronunciation. It doesn't matter if I know how to pronounce it and I can hear it correctly in my head. Somehow it garbles up and never comes out of my mouth the right way on a lot of players. So just try to have fun with it. That's all I'm saying. Greg Salas for the Rams to 499. And of course, I haven't had to break any 2011 other than prime signatures in a long time, so I'm out of practice with all the 2011 rookie names anyway. And that is Christian Ponder. I thought that was going to be numbered, but I was incorrect. It is not. An autographed relic out for the Titans. And Bo is numbered to 20. Had it upside down, but it's right there. So, to 20 for the Titans with our autographed relic. Pat, all cards do ship. Just as a reminder to everyone, in my breaks, it is all cards ship unless it states otherwise. So, you know the part of the listing where I have in there, like, for instance, for this, it would have said 12 times 2011 Panini Crown Royal, and then it would have said it was a full case, and that's right below where it gives you the date and time of the break. If there is ever anything you need to know about it, it's going to be right in that same section, in that really big type, either in blue or in green. That's like the biggest typeface of anything in the listing, biggest size, I mean. So if I ever do a break where not all cards are shipping, that's where it will say it. Or like when I do things like Allen and Genter, or we're going to be doing Goodwin Champions pretty soon, and those are broken up into different categories than just by teams. It'll tell you that sort of stuff in that same spot as well. So, but in the absence of seeing a little note about it, yep, it sure does go that way. I did not go to KU Second Chance, Ruben. I didn't go to any Kansas University. Get out of here with Kansas. No, sir. I am a grad of the University of Kentucky, currently playing the Florida Gators in football. Jay Cutler, numbered to 50. It's a nice relic. It's for the Bears. And, of course, we all know about Jay Cutler. We'll just leave it at that. You did get a nice relic anyway. And this is Beanie Wells to 100 for the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, I don't know if we are going to win down there or not. We're going to actually, yeah, we'll just set that aside. We're going to have to look them all up later. We're either going to have to use that little sheet of paper over there, or more likely we'll go to the checklist online because it's a lot faster and easier. We'll look that up in a bit. And that relic is Matt Schaub for the Texans. I'm going to give you a heads up about two things. One is that I hear a lot of thunder outside, and we've been having storms all day. Two is that I keep seeing some kind of weather alert pop up on my iPad from the Weather Channel, which is probably just telling me that a big storm's getting ready to come through. So if we were to somehow lose power, of course, understand that I would have to resume the break when power came back on. Hopefully that won't happen, but just in case. Number 2-100, it is my man, Randall Cobb. Oh, I am so jealous right now. Daggone it, that is a nice hit for the Packers. I know he hasn't been as productive the last couple of years. I love Randall Cobb, though. Rookie year, that's to 100, relic and autograph, and I am quite officially jealous right now. I am. Love that hit. Oh, Ruben. Ruben's so mean tonight. Oh. He says he knew I went to the lesser of the schools between KU and UK. That is so mean. Oh, no. Ruben is trolling me hard. Hey, you can't blame it on UK. You just have to blame it on me. I have a loose wire somewhere that doesn't allow me to pronounce names correctly. So don't blame it on my poor university. Blame it on my poor, slow, overworked brain. Well, the Gators can't be up 10-7. The score was more than that when I left. UK was up when I left, and the score was higher than that. Can't be 10-7. Gators, that can't be right. No. That is because we had more than 7 points before I turned off the television. This is Dion Lewis to 50 for the Eagles. So are you just trying to get me in a bad mood, Ruben? You trying to make up and tell me that we got a different score? Don't tell me. If we lose, don't tell me, because it'll put me in a bad mood. No, just keep it. Just hold on to it if we lose. This is Willie Brown for the Raiders. There's a little relic right there. It's kind of hard to see, but it is one. And the autograph to go along with it, and numbered to 25. So the Raiders with a nice little throwback hit there, and Willie Brown. As somebody typed in, it's the remnants of one of those tropical storms. You are absolutely right. It is definitely from that. And I think, of course, we're all in the eastern part of the country. I think we're due to get more from something else out in the ocean right now. Adrian Peterson and the Vikings calling all captains relic to 299. So yeah, something else that's churning around out there is supposed to come around our way here in another few days, I think. So might be a little bit of a stormy week. Ruben, what did you say what about? This is to 25, Mercedes Lewis and the Jags. You said what with a bunch of question marks, but what's the question? I'm confused. You're not the only one saying what now. I'm saying what, like, legitimately. I don't know what the question is. Maybe it's farther back up in chat than what I can see. This is to 499. It is Anthony Allen and the Ravens. Ginger said her Georgia dogs were looking good today. And Ginger said, the Gators are losing. Oh, now I'm in a good mood. He said, well, you know what though? I shouldn't say that. I take it back. Withdrawn. We were in this place last year and we managed to come from ahead and lose last year. So all commentary withdrawn. I will wait and see how it plays out. I'm not going to get hyped up about it, but thank you for the score update. You can't tell which one of the twins is which. So you have them wear a pink wristband and a yellow wristband, but you know they can just switch those around, Ruben, right? They'll just take them off and switch them around to mess with you. They will do that. I'm telling you, they will. I've known twins my entire life. I had a set of twins that started school with me in kindergarten and went to school with me all the way through high school. Then when we moved to a new neighborhood, when I was going into high school, there were another set of twins that lived up the street from me that turned out to be my very good friends. And one of my very good friends had twins. So I have been around twins a lot, and often of those 3 sets of twins, 2 of them were identical twins, and they will absolutely mess with you. And whatever you try to do to identify them, they'll just flip it around and mess with you, man. You're going to have to tattoo them. I'm just kidding. Don't really do that. I'm not advocating that. Dwayne Harris to $4.99 for the Cowboys. Next thing you know, I'll be getting like hate messages about, about telling people to tattoo kids. No, it was a joke. It was a joke. All right, we have Lee Evans relic and signature also for the Ravens, and Mr. Evans is numbered to 20. Now I've confused you more. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just kind of trying to give you the information that you need to know, considering that you have newly adopted twins, and it sounds like they're identical twins, so I'm just letting you know that they're going to mess with you if you give them a chance, because it's fun for them, right? To $2.99 for the Texans, it is Arian Foster. And Ginger, I'm trying to find you a J.J. Watt. I am doing my level best to find you a J.J. Watt. I like the Watts, J.J. and T.J. Pierre Garçon, that is numbered to 100 for the Colts. Who have we here? Marcus Cannon to $4.99 for the Patriots. Benrod, you got you got Evans Rookie Certified Mirror Black and the Master Set. Dang, man. You've been on it. I don't ever get the really good stuff. I don't know why. I always, on the people that I collect, I tend to go more for like the mid-range things. Partially because I'm afraid something will happen to it. I don't know, that it'll get damaged or lost or whatever, and then I'll have a mental breakdown. So I figure, if I kind of stick with the mid-range stuff, if anything happens to it, I can live with it. But those sound like pretty awesome cards. I also have a tendency to, when they're really high value cards, like I would not be able to keep it. I would have to sell it. Like the Ohtani from earlier this year that I pulled for the guy that he got the offer just under $100,000 on the raw card. I would have had to have sold that. There would be no way I would have kept that card in my collection. I mean, I would have looked at it, I would have taken pictures of it and been happy I had it, and then I would have sold it. Number 250, that is a nice relic for the Broncos, but it is no Sean Marino, so do with that what you will. Another little die cut for the pack. And this is Clyde Gates. Oh, wow. Haven't seen Clyde Gates come out anything in forever. To $299, Dolphins. Forget about some of these players, you know, that have been retired for a while until you open older products and see them come out. This is Jonathan Baldwin for the Kansas City Chiefs, and Jonathan is numbered to 25. Ken, I absolutely will recap at the end. We always recap the hits, so I'm not going to necessarily recap, all the everything, all the numbered stuff that isn't signed or has a relic unless somebody just specifically requests it. But otherwise, yes, we will recap everything that is a relic and a signature at the end of the break for sure. This is Chris Culliver for the San Francisco 49ers, and it is numbered 225. There's another redemption. A pair of those now. And what you need to know about expired Panini redemptions is this. These are all going to be expired, by the way. But you want to still put them in. You know, go onto your online Panini account and enter them, just like you would an unexpired redemption. You'd be surprised how often they still have these older cards and that you'll get them. But sometimes they don't. So if it's been, you know, if you enter it and let's say you wait 3 months or so and you haven't seen anything, at that point, I would try to reach a live Panini person. I generally would say Facebook or Twitter is the best way to find them. And then just say, hey, you know, can you look into this for me? And most of the time they'll either tell you, you know, we don't have it, or we can get it, or whatever it's going to be. And they will work with you to substitute and things like that if they don't still have it. So, just as an FYI. Okay, we have Matt Schaub numbered to 10. For the Texans. You would have been probably really happy with that a few years ago, right? But maybe not so much as much now. But anyway, it is a nice hit, numbered to 10, in the sense that it's quite a handsome card, and it's very low numbered, and all such as that. Prince Amukamara to 100. The Giants. Behind that we have Daquan Bowers to $4.99 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another little filler card. Glad to have those. I'm getting low on them, so I like it when we get the little dummy pack fillers there. Jimmy Smith to $4.99, Baltimore Ravens. We might have to open a bunch more of this just so I can get some of those little block cards. That's awful, isn't it? I really do have some, though. I've got another case or two of it down there. I bought a few cases all at once. Blaine Gabbert and the Jags. This relic is numbered to 299. So I guess we all know now that Le'Veon Bell is not so worried about his money, because he didn't show up today and sacrificed his $850,000 or so for week 1. I predicted that was going to happen. I mean, I got in a conversation with somebody about this the other day, and they said, how long do you think he's going to hold out? I'm like, I think he won't show up till about week 5. And they said, oh, no way. I mean, he wants his money. He'll show up for week 1. He'll just show up like, 5 minutes before he's got to be there or something. Oh, no. He's sending a message. To me, it's kind of a self-defeating message, because, like, you're saying you wanted more money, but yet you're setting out and giving up over $750,000 per week. But okay. Rock on and make that point, brother. I don't know. All I know is it goes right back to the salary cap for the Steelers, and we need some salary cap, so hey, good enough. And this is Danny Woodhead to 100 for the Patriots. Ooh, I see a nice triple relic here. And it's Miles Austin for the Cowboys. I saw Cowboys. I saw the handsome relic. I was thinking maybe we had Tony Romo, but we have Miles Austin to 50. That is a pretty nice relic, though, as far as, relics and Crown Royal go. Obviously, they're not the same kind of relics you get out of National Treasures and things like that, but still. It is the Jets, Scotty McKnight to 50. Didn't Scotty McKnight, didn't he pass away? Or am I wrong about that? For some reason, I think he may have passed away, but I'm not 100% sure about that. And here we have Michael LaSure for the Lions. Your relic, hard-signed autograph, numbered to 299. Oh, wow, that is some serious rain right now. I hear that. That sound, whew, Sounds like hurricane rain out there. So yeah, I'd say that was the weather warning we were getting. Maybe my guess. It's here now. Leonard Hankerson for the Redskins. That's numbered to 299. I just about said Leonard Fournette. I saw the Leonard, and you know I'm so used to saying Leonard Fournette. It was right there on the tip of my tongue, but you don't think Le'Veon's going to be back until week 10? You know, you might be right. I mean, he does not, as long as he shows up by the start of week 10, it'll be counted towards his year of service, and he'll be a free agent next year. So I don't think there's any way he holds out longer than that. Now the question is, does he wait that long and give up that much money or not? I don't know. I'm gonna stick to my week 5 prediction, and we'll see how it develops. I just hope James Conner has a good game. He's a good kid, and he's going to get his shot, and I hope he makes the most of it. Mark Carrier and the Bears, numbered to 299 for Chicago. And we have Matt Ryan to 100 for the Falcons. Man, it is really coming down out there. I don't even have to see it. I hear it. Here is Hankerson again to 299 Redskins. Yeah, well, if the roof blows off, that would be bad, wouldn't it? So this is LaRon Landry for the Redskins with a kind of a silhouette relic here, numbered to 100. Well, Second Chance Ruben is saying if he's the Steelers, he would just trade him. You can't trade him until he signs, though. See, this is the thing. He has to sign that. He would have to sign that franchise tag tender before they can do anything with him. Mark Ingram to 199 for the Saints. I mean, the only way around that he would be, I guess, something similar to the holdout that Khalil Mack did, where the team then would allow him to negotiate with another team while still in their employ, and then, go from there. But of course, Khalil Mack wasn't playing on a franchise tag either. So they technically still had team control and could work out the trade. With Le'Veon, you can't even do that till he signs that tender. But I suspect after Khalil Mack successfully executed that may be exactly what he has in mind, but I don't think the Steelers will do it. I just can't see them doing that, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. Yeah, you can definitely sign and trade, but that's what I'm saying. He would have to sign before he can be traded, and right now he's trying to prove some kind of a point, so I don't think he's going to sign the franchise tender even for a sign and trade, unless it was a thing similar to what I just said, like where the Steelers gave another team permission to negotiate with him while, ahead of time, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that'll happen. To 299, the Lions, that is Alex Karras. So there's another redemption. Either way, the drama's over. He didn't show for week 1. I didn't think he was going to show for week 1 anyway. So now we can just move on and get James Conner the reps and see how things go. Well, there's that too, Nicholas, because, with him being a free agent, like anytime we get these free agents that get traded, it's a sticky situation. This is Alan Bradford to $4.99 for the Buccaneers. And it's not just relative to football. I mean, it's any time we have an athlete coming upon a free agent season. Ryan Longwell, and that is, of course, little Net Fusion card. I've always liked that card in this series, made to look like a little field goal there. It's not kind of technically exactly a hit, I guess, but it's kind of a hit. And LaShawn McCoy relic, numbered to 299, Eagles. But you know, it just depends on the team, too. I mean, you have a good example of that with, why did I just blank on his name? Traded from the Pacers, and we all thought he was going to go to the Lakers, and he signed the deal with the Thunder, and then they thought they were going to have him for just one season. And, I mean, he had clearly stated his intentions. He was going to go to the Lakers in free agency. And then guess what? He played the season, or the part of most of the season, with Oklahoma City, and then decided he liked it there and stayed there. So I'm sure that's what the Dodgers are hoping with Manny Machado, right? That he'll want to stay and that they can afford him. And so, you know, it is a gamble, though, for sure. Paul George, thank you. I don't know why I just had blanked on his name. I kept wanting to say George Hill, and I'm like, I know it's not George Hill. I just couldn't think of his name for a second. Could see his face. One of those moments. Deshaun Jackson and the Eagles, that relic to 299. So yeah, I don't know. Just going to be more drama. My poor Steelers. We have drama every year somehow or another. We can't seem to just calm it down. And this is Felix Jones for the Cowboys. And that is numbered to 299 with a little relic for the boys. For the Jets, we have Powell. And Powell is numbered to 299. The relic and that's hard signed, isn't it? I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's hard signed. That's not a sticker either. So nice. Nice for the Jets. Redskins coming up. Redskins numbered to 499, Niles Paul. Here comes another Net Fusion, I see. On the, whoops, I just about stacked that in the wrong spot, didn't I? I was looking ahead at Net Fusion and not paying attention to where I was stacking that. Josh Scobie, back when he was a Jacksonville Jag, for our Net Fusion card. That's technically, I guess, as I said, not really technically, I guess, a hit, but I kind of count them as a hit, so we're going to stack them with the hits anyway. It's recap worthy. How about that? Oh gosh, I just saw a close game alert pop up. Oh, I've been trying not to look over when those alerts are popping up. But I just saw one pop up. And I did not see how much time is left, but I do see that Florida has gained on us. And I think it was maybe a 5-point. I didn't see exactly the score, but I think we're maybe only up by 5 or something. Oh, good Lord. If we have another come from ahead loss, I'm going to really be unhappy. But fortunately for you, we would be probably over or almost over with break anyway. So you wouldn't be the ones that would have to know how unhappy I am if that happens. Just be everybody else who has to be around me tonight. I take my sports very seriously. It is Jason Witten and the Cowboys to 299. Probably just as well that I'm not watching the end of this live, because I'd be just probably pounding the floor. To 299, we have Ray Lewis and the Ravens. Yeah, my whole family, we're very passionate sports fans. So, Jordan Todman, Chargers. Another nice little rookie silhouette there. Hard signed autograph and relic. And who have we here? Arian Foster to 100. Texans. And behind that, it is Marcus Cannon again to $4.99. I believe we already had a Marcus. Why can I not see where that... What am I doing? Not having the sleeve open would be, you know, yeah, part of that problem. How about I actually open it before I attempt to put the card in it? Doesn't that sound like a better plan, maybe? A better idea? Oh, Nicholas, I didn't know that. Nicholas says that no other team would be able to sign him to a long-term contract before the end of the season because of the franchise tag. I knew the Steelers couldn't negotiate with him until after the season, but I did not know that that would be the case if he were traded to another team. So that's good information. You said the only teams that matter in sports come from Philadelphia. Well, I like your Eagles fairly well. I don't have a problem with the Phillies either, as far as that goes. A relic for Roddy White. Falcons to $199. Of course, remember we do have our 3 redemptions that are stacked up there, which I will go to the Panini website to take care of at the end of the break. Right, Anthony Castonzo to $4.99. And another Leonard Hankerson. We pulled a lot of Leonard Hankerson tonight, haven't we? Numbered to $2.99. The others, I think, were just relics. That one, you've got an autograph and a relic in the little silhouette card. Whoa, hang on. Who's trying to run away? Colt McCoy. Well, that's understandable. Pittsburgh Steelers have a Hines Ward relic numbered to $299. That might be, yeah, that's our last live hit. And of course, we have our redemptions yet to flip over. We're not going to know much when we flip them over. We're going to have to go to the Panini website to figure this out. Because back in the old days of 2011, they did not yet put player names and things on here. They just put numbers, and you're supposed to use that corresponding little list, but we're not going to bother with that. We're going to go right to the website and check it out. So we have a Signatures Gold, which is a card number 135. Signatures Gold, card number 101. And an RPS Rookie Gold Die Cut Prime Materials 225. Those are the 3 cards that we're going to go look up. And of course, I'm going to bring you along with me here. If I can get us both on the right page, we'll be doing all right, won't we? And what am I trying to get to? I forget about how many drop-down menus there are. I lost my way there for a second. I let my mind wander about the football game, and look what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Signatures Gold is what I need to find. So card number 101, first up, is Aaron Williams for the Bills to $499. It seems weird, doesn't it, that gold would be to $499, but gosh, back in 11, everything was still really high numbered. You know how quickly things change. Then card number 135 is next up. That is Greg McElroy for the Jets to $499. And then we have to change card sets and head ourselves into RPS Rookie Gold Die Cut Signature Prime Materials. If I can manage to find all of that. Good grief. RPS, rookie, gold, die cut. There. Yeah, that. Card number 225 is Marcell Dareus, also for the Bills. And that is numbered to 299. So the Bills with a couple of redemptions, and then the Jets with one as well. Let's get ourselves recapped here out of 2011 Prime Signatures. A redemption for the Bills that will be to $4.99. A redemption for the Jets to $4.99. Once again, keeping in mind these are all expired. Bills to $2.99. But you know the drill. It's what we... oh my gosh, we won. Oh no, we won. Oh, I just saw the score update pop up from ESPN. Are you kidding me? That's the first time in 31 years that we have beaten Florida. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh my goodness, I am so happy. Okay, recapping. Sorry, I lost my way there for a minute. Those, yeah. Oh, that's so good. Hines Ward for the Steelers, the Colts, the Falcons, and the Patriots. This is the Chargers with Jordan Todman. We have the Ravens, the Cowboys. Technically, again, Net Fusion not entirely hit, but I like them and I count them. It's for the Jags. I count them when we recap. Powell for the Jets. We have Felix Jones for the Cowboys. That is our first little stack. I totally cannot believe that we just won that game. I know my phone is blowing up. Oh, that is so awesome. I'm surprised y'all can't hear all the cheering. I think the roof might come in here. This is the Redskins, the Eagles, the Buccaneers, the Lions, the Kansas City Chiefs, Broncos, Patriots, Texans with Arian Foster, and Lee Evans for the Ravens. Here we have the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Vikings, the Raiders. This was nice. This Willie Brown for the Raiders is a pretty cool little hit, numbered to 25. So you've got Oakland tonight, and I think that's a nice one. And then we have the Eagles. This is nice too. It's a Randall Cobb rookie hit for the Packers, numbered to 100. So if you have Green Bay, I like that hit for you as well. Texans, a Jay Cutler for the Bears. Here is Bo for the Titans. Greg Salas for the Rams. The Panthers have a hit. And there's a nice game-used Dan Marino relic for the Dolphins. The Redskins, Leonard Hankerson, LaShawn McCoy, and the Eagles, another Net Fusion. That one is Ryan Longwell for the Vikings. Mark Ingram, this is a really nice hit too, by the way, for the Saints. Numbered to 199. LaRon Landry for the Redskins. Leonard Hankerson again. That is the Bears with a nice little Mark Carrier relic. Hankerson one more time, because you need to have a lot of him, right? Michael LaSure, Lions to 299. Scotty McKnight for the Jets, Miles Austin for the Cowboys, Blaine Gabbert for the Jags, Jimmy Smith for the Ravens, Daquan Bowers for the Buccaneers, Matt Schaub for the Texans, Chris Culver. I don't know why is Chris Culver in here. I just stacked him in the wrong spot. He is numbered to 25, but of course he doesn't have a signature or a relic. I just accidentally stacked him in the wrong spot. And then Clyde Gates for the Dolphins. So that's our break and our recap. I will put up the spreadsheet information here one final time for anyone who might be interested in auctions that are coming up or shipping information for these breaks tonight, etc. All that is coming your way right now. If you give me just a second to get it back up and running. So, of course, shipping, most of you have seen it by now. Just on the off chance that someone scrolled to the recap at the end, here's what you need to know. The free shipping breaks tonight, which was everything except Crown Royal, I'm projecting to get out the door on or before Friday the 14th. The free shipping breaks always go out on a slightly different schedule than the paid shipping breaks. For the paid break, which is Crown Royal, I'm projecting on or before Wednesday. In any of the breaks, if you got skunked, you didn't pull an item or a card or anything for your team, then you are still entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year and any series. I track it for a rolling 90-day period. If you were in one of the free breaks, typically what happens is this. I hang on to it until the next time you do have a package heading your way, and then at that point I just gather them all up and send them at once in the same package. If you don't want to wait, send me a message. I'll get it out to you sooner. And then, of course, if you're in one of the paid shipping breaks and you should have the unfortunate circumstance of being skunked, then your consolation cards would ship with the rest of the break because, yeah, it's a paid shipping break. So that's how that rolls. Taking a look one more time at what's coming up here in the days ahead. We've got lots of memorabilia. We always do lots of memorabilia. So tomorrow night is an autographed baseball bat, a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures, and a full case of Absolute Football that just came out yesterday. On Monday, a triple play baseball box. We're going to give a try to a 4th and Goal football box, which has an autographed full-size helmet, an autographed mini helmet, an autographed jersey, and an autographed photograph in it. So lots of value in that break. And then a 14-box case of Leaf History of Baseball cut signature that has some amazing possibilities in there, including names like Ty Cobb and Mickey Mantle. And the spots are sold by the first letter of the last name. So Ty Cobb would be a C, Mickey Mantle an M, etc. A half case of Luminaries Baseball, and the last full case I have of Origins Football will finish us up on Monday night. On Tuesday, we will open a Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey, a half case of Leaf football jerseys. It's the back half of the case we started the other night. Another 6-box break, a half case of Luminaries, and a 3rd case of Absolute Football on Tuesday. By the time we get to Wednesday, we're looking at a full-size football helmet. Spectra Football, which comes out that day, will break a full case of it. And Bowman High-Tech Baseball comes out that day. We'll break a full case of it as well. On Thursday, we'll open another Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey, a 2nd case of Spectra, and a 6th and final case of Chronicles baseball. So that is what it looks like for the night, or the days, or nights, whatever you want to call it. The upcoming auctions. How about that? The upcoming breaks. Last but not least, this is the break I'm still working on selling directly via chat and messages. We already completed Leaf Greatest Hits Football. We are now working on Leaf Greatest Hits Baseball. It's going to be a 1-box break. Again, those are buyback cards, guys. They are not Leaf original cards, so they're going to be Topps and Upper Deck and Panini and either encased or graded, usually a little of each, but, can be either or. In this case, it's going to be $50 a spot, but each spot gets you 2 teams. And of course, it's a random team thing, so teams will be decided at the start of the break. It's all in. Shipping costs are included. We'll break it when we fill it. There's a break bonus of an autographed Ahmed Rosario baseball bat that'll be awarded to one team using random.org. That particular break, the ones that I sell direct like that, those don't have consolation cards. So that's one, if you pull nothing, there's nothing to ship with that particular break. And of course, as with any break, it's a no return, no refund item. If you should happen to want to join that break, just send me a little message over on eBay. Tell me you want in and how many spots you want. We'll get you plugged in. 15 spots to sell, 4 of them gone. The rest we still need to fill. So let me know if you're interested, please. And I guess that has us wrapped up tonight, and I'm sure they're getting ready to burn our city down, considering we just beat Florida in football. So, maybe I better maybe I better be on high alert and see if anybody burns the house down or the rest of the city. Matt, I just saw you jump into chat here. Chiefs mini helmets. I don't think that it was. There was a Packer, a Dolphin. boy, I don't even remember, a Packer, a Dolphin, one that went by way of random because it was the guy from Remember the Titans, but that went to the Browns, and there was a Texan. No, not a Texan. There was a Titan. A Titan. Oh, and there was a Texan too. Yeah, there was. There was a Texan and a Titan. I don't think there were any any Chiefs, Matt, but I think that was most of them. I may have forgotten one, but that's the general consensus. But I don't think there were any Chiefs. I'm sorry to tell you. So I guess that is it for me tonight. Off to celebrate the University of Kentucky football win, a rarity indeed. Hadn't beat Florida in 31 years. So I'm off to celebrate that. And we'll be back at it tomorrow night. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hopefully we'll see you the next time as well. Bye now.